Hey guys, CJ Goodspeed once again with Goodspeed Entertainment. Last time I saw y'all, I was interviewing a young up and comer rookie named Thaddeus. Very good interview. I enjoyed it. He gave me a run for my money. I'll say he did. He had me kind of messed up here and there. He was difficult at times. I think a couple times in there I might have said this is like interviewing Chase Bell. This is kind of like interviewing Ramp. I'd be honest with you, I would not be surprised if you don't see Thaddeus in the Enterprise, or he might not be. He doesn't look like he plays well with others. Is my best thing to say about him. However, during that interview, we touched on a spot about Super Bowl Rumble and a certain ref that sent him to the back after he went under the rope. Well, guys, Eddie Irons has reached out to me. I've reached out to Eddie Irons, and here we go. Here we are, everybody. Let me introduce you to Eddie Irons, Pro Wrestling 225 referee that sent Thaddeus to the back after he went underneath the bottom rope. Eddie, Thaddeus was pretty rough on you, man, in that interview. So I figured it's your turn. It's your turn to speak. It's your turn to tell everybody out there what happened and what's going on with this. I mean, has he talked to you? I mean, what is going on? By the way, thanks for being on the show, brother.
No
I've
problem.
been I've met you several times at the shows. Awesome guy, everybody. Uh, Before we even get into Thaddeus, let's do a little background, Eddie, because you mentioned in Facebook that you've had training.
Yes,
Uh,
yes,
Now we know you've trained as a ref. Now, when you said you have training, did you mean you trained as a wrestler?
yes. I trained to be a professional wrestler. It was
That
about 8 years ago, around this time of the year. I used to train with big promotion out here, Wildcat Sports. Didn't last too long. Mentally, I couldn't do it, but there was a lot that went on with that. My first day of training with Wildcat was the day I officially separated from the Navy. I was active duty for 4 years, from 2008 to 2012.
Can I stop you
I,
real quick one sec?
sure,
I just want to tell you thank you for your service, man. Thank you very much so for that.
no problem, no problem. I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
That's awesome. It's awesome.
So yeah, jumped right into wrestling training right after I got out of the Navy, but I had a lot of baggage. It was, even though I jumped back into it if I could, it was difficult, and I had problems with alcoholism for a good while, and it was affecting my performance at Wildcat. 6 months into the training, I broke. I wasn't tough enough. Head man himself told me, he's like, you're not tough, and he was right. I wasn't tough at all. So I walked away, and I stayed away for about 6 years until a man by the name of Brady and Landry gave me a phone call back in 2018 asking me if I wanted an opportunity to be a ref down in Elite Championship Wrestling in Homa. Told him wasn't sure. It's like, come down, check out the shows, tell me what you think, and think about it. So went down, and I fell in love with indie wrestling again. So I was like, all right, man, I'll ref for you. Following month, refing my first match in years in Dulac, then the following night in Homa, and I've been refing ever since.
Wow. That's a heck of a story. I'm gonna ask you this: you're okay now as far as the alcohol and all like that? You good to go, right?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
really good. I'm in
that's
the best shape of my life, mentally and physically.
that is awesome, and I'm glad to hear that. And sorry about interrupting you a minute ago. I come from a military family for me, so anytime I know anybody that's been in the military, I like to thank them for their service and everything because it's a big sacrifice, man, to go do that. No matter if it's during wartime or during peacetime, it's still a sacrifice. And I'm sure, along with all my three people that more likely watch this, they thank you also. I'm sure.
Appreciate it.
so so let's get back to business here. You started off at Wildcat, trained, stopped, then Brett Ian Landry. I really enjoyed this guy. I like him also. Good friend of mine. I consider him a good friend. I haven't had him on the show. I've actually done a written interview with him, which was pretty good. He gets you back in. You ref for Elite, and that was when they were running in Homa, or where were they?
We're,
It
we're running
wasn't.
in home.
Okay. So he was running in Homa. Now, Elite doesn't run in Homa no more. They run in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. Correct? Okay.
Correct.
Do you referee in Florida for them?
No, no, I haven't been called up to them. I've
Okay.
essentially been exclusive to Pro Wrestling 225.
Oh wow. Okay. So you are like, well, you are. I mean, that's where I've always seen you is at 225. I didn't see you at the last show, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Don't want to jump the gun on everybody here. I'm bad about them. You look, I'm gonna go scatterbrains on you several times, man. You just got to
It's all
bear
right,
with me.
man. It's all right.
Uh, excuse me. So, have you ever? So you trained as a wrestler, and my next question would be: have you ever had a match?
Yes, I have. Back in
Okay.
2018, it's a Gulfport for Power Slam Productions. It was me versus the real deal, James Veal. And he proved to me that night that he was indeed the real deal.
One. Okay, so you've had that one match. Then I'm guessing once Elite went to Florida, you just stepped away from Elite and exclusive now Pro Wrestling 225.
Yes.
What just some background on 225 with you. What's some of the high profile matches you have refed in Pro Wrestling 225? I mean, Super Gold Rumble with Thaddeus going underneath the rope.
Mhm.
That wasn't your first match. I mean, it's not like
No,
you just wrestle. I mean, you just excuse me, you just referee like nobody. I think I've even seen you in main events and stuff reffing, if
yes.
I'm not mistaken.
I've had quite a few title matches under my belt, a few tag team matches, some triple threat for the SEC title, for example. I've I've reffed a lot of Gil Gracie's matches, and I got a little bugged out by that, watching those old matches and seeing how they took advantage of me.
Look, I don't think anybody can hold anything against you if you're reffing and they got ramp on the outside. I don't envy anybody that has to deal with him being on the outside. In one of my old clips, I was just filming a show sitting in the seats, and he somehow spotted me. And of course, it's not, hey CJ, how you doing? It's like, hey CJ Goodspeed, you're a chump. So I mean, look, when it comes to
Sounds like
ramp, yeah. When it comes to ramp, dude, it's like you have one arm tied behind your back while you're trying to ref it. But even with that said, I mean, because ramp's going to get over on anybody. It's not just you. I've seen him get over. Hell, he's gotten over on me on some stuff. Uh, in all those matches, you've never had a problem per se. Anybody, nothing beyond the
no,
regular stuff. Never.
no, never.
Okay, so you have like a really good record then, is
Yeah,
what I'm getting at.
up
Okay,
to
so
yes,
yeah, so my point of when I told Thaddeus that, hey, Miguel's a pro, he knows what he's doing. I've never seen him mess up. I was not misspoken on that by no means. Perfect. So let's go to that night, Super Gold 4. Now let me ask you this: was this your first Super Gold Rumble to ever be a ref at?
actually, well, yeah, actually, it was. It was my first Super Gold. I missed out on the previous years. I had transportation issues, so couldn't show up.
Okay.
I got I got admonished by Jordy, but you know what? He still calls me.
Yeah, Jordy can be rough, man. Jordy can be rough, but he's a good guy. He is a good guy. Uh, so I'm gonna set the stage. It's Super Gold 4 at MSA. Uh, man, I'd be lying to you if I knew who was in the ring. I'm pretty sure Titan was in the ring, possibly, because as Thaddeus, well, actually, it was Mike White who come out first, and then he like just waited in the aisle, and then Thaddeus comes out. Uh, they get in the ring. I know DJ was in the ring, part of one half of DNA, because I think he plays a part in this because he was part of this elimination or sort of elimination. Uh, Which I'm gonna tell you this going into this first, the refs has the final say so. It doesn't matter. So in my book, he was eliminated. You said he was eliminated, he's eliminated. Uh Now people can make mistakes. So take me through, because of course Thaddeus is saying that you're taking pictures with kids and you're signing autographs and you're doing this and you're doing that. I don't think you were. I'm pretty sure you
Well,
weren't.
I wasn't doing any of that, but I will admit I wasn't as sharp as I could be. But
Okay.
I I took a drop kick from Purple Haze during the title match.
You did. I remember that now. Yes. Yes.
Like, it's I'm not trying to make it like it's a big excuse, but I wasn't sharp. I was hurting a bit. A lot of action was going on in the Rumble. Yeah, I believe Titan was in there, and if Titan was in there,
Hmm.
he's wreaking havoc.
Yeah.
Guys being tossed out left and right. I see Thaddeus, and I was like, "What are you doing out here?" He didn't. If he rolled out of the ring, if he powdered out, why are not you doing it in sight of the ref? He wasn't on DJ's side, the DJ Petrie, the other referee. He wasn't on his side. So on my side, didn't try to make contact with me to say, "Hey, I'm going under." So I made the judgment call. It's like, what are you doing out here? I didn't get thrown out. Sorry, you're eliminated. That's
Yeah.
not enough.
Because how many times has somebody said, "Hey, I didn't get thrown out," and they've been thrown out.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
and that's exactly what I did not want to happen. Like, what if he did get thrown out over the top? I missed that, and then he gets one over on me and tries to get back in the ring.
Hmm.
I stand by my judgment call. I stand by it.
Definitely. Now, did he get like violent with you, or was it basically, "Hey, go to the back," and he just went to the back?
Oh, he fought it a little. He didn't try to get too confrontational. He was more disappointed that he had to go to the back.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I don't know. Like I said, my interview before. One thing that disturbs me about him is if he didn't get confrontation with you then. Now, what's going on now? Why is he so like, "Hey, you better watch out if you're pumping gas"? If you, I mean, have you ever had anything dealings with Thaddeus before? I mean, did y'all?
The last time I interacted with Thaddeus was at the last Homa show for Pro Wrestling 225. I was actually the ref for that 6-man tag that he was
Okay.
in. Yeah,
Okay. How did that go?
it went well. It went well. It was smooth. It was a good match overall, and he wasn't the guy who got pinned. It was D'Angelo Rivers who got pinned.
Now, but I mean, there was no like no bickering. He didn't like come at you during that match. Just kind of like,
Nothing out of the usual. Like he really had something against me. At least I didn't sense that at the time.
right, right. Yeah, it's very strange. It's very strange for a wrestler to be so upset with a ref that he's like threatens him. That's
Yeah,
that's. I mean, now it might happen during the heat of the moment, of course, but I mean, this has been what, months since Super Gold, and I mean, he throws up this video with him rolling out of the ring that was shot from the crowd, and it's like, oh, whoa, wait, okay, hold on, and then next thing you know, I get him on the, and then he still didn't mention nothing about a ref,
yeah,
nothing about you at all, and then I get him on here, and bam, I mean, all of a sudden, it's just like, whew, he's just you like the worst thing since Apocalypse, I mean, it's like, wow, whoa, where's all this hate coming from all of a sudden? I mean, maybe he was having a bad day.
uh,
This
uh, maybe,
I,
maybe.
I don't know. Uh, you said you do want to get back into the ring and compete as a wrestler. Was this something that was like really on your schedule of things to do, or did this, or maybe people threatening you just kind of push that forward
It's
a
a
little
bit of
bit more, a little bit of
it's a
both?
bit of it's a bit of both. The Pro Wrestling 225 locker room. It's like the Wild West. You got your outlaws, you got your mad dogs. You got your guys who like pushing guys around.
Hmm.
And I've had instances where these guys have gotten over on me, or getting in my face, or try to undermine my authority as the referee. I've spoken to Jordy about it. It's like, you know, we got to do something about it.
Hmm.
And it's almost getting to a point where it's like maybe I have to take matters into my own hands.
Well, absolutely.
Vigilante justice.
Yes, 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 definitely. Uh, Now, and look, I want to let everybody know out there, nothing has been said about any type of match taking place or anything like. This is all kind of just like fell into my lap what I think I dropped that interview Tuesday or Wednesday, I forget, and then like next thing I know, I'm seeing all these posts from Beyond. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? Uh, so I mean, guys, we don't know what's going to happen here. I mean, I don't even know if Jordy and them are aware of the Thaddeus's threats towards you. I would hope the next time we're able to all get together, or you, not me, you guys are able to all get together. Maybe it can be worked out. I don't know, but something has to be done. I would love to see you in the ring and take on some people. Now, look, Eddie, I've never seen you wrestle, and I've seen Thaddeus, and so right off the bat, to me, you're an underdog. I mean, I'm not trying to be ugly or nothing like that, but so I wouldn't want you to see you get in the ring with him right off the bat. I want to see you get in with somebody else, maybe more along your skill level of things, and who knows after that. But let me ask you this: I mean, Thaddeus issued a challenge to Wild Thing. Believe it or
Yeah.
not, that really shocked me. It shouldn't have shocked me. Thaddeus reminds me of somebody he's going to go to the big dog or the guy, one of the guys that are up there. Now, you notice he didn't say nothing about Gil Gracie
No.
or really not too much about Corey Constantine, the
Well,
two guys that's really on the top.
correctly, he thinks he's the uncrowned champion. So I think that was
That
a little bit of
That's true. That's true. I forgot about that. He did say that he should have been in that match with Gil Gracie. I don't know. Thaddeus is still a rookie. You know, I mean, he's had like 3 matches that I know of.
he's impressive. I would admit. He's very
He's
impressive.
oh yeah. He knows what he's going to be. He's going to be dangerous. I mean, he's already dangerous. Let me rephrase that. I think what he does maybe right now is maybe some of his emotions get in there in the ring with him, and that can hurt or help you. Right now, it's kind of keeping him in the middle. I believe eventually, once he's able to reel that all in and like focus, okay, I have a job. Let me get in here. Let me take care of business. I'm not going to get upset about if the ref doesn't count fast enough or this or that. Then I think that's when you'll see him start taking off. You missed the call at Super Bowl 4. You've said you did, but you stand by your judgment call. I agree with you for standing by your judgment call for sending him to the back. Now, I did not see you at March Madness. I was looking for you because I usually try to tell you, hey, and we have a little small talk here and there and everything before the shows. What was up with that? Because I saw you mention something on Facebook that did you say something about Jordy got involved and did something?
Yeah. Thaddeus thinks that nothing happened. There was no repercussions to the call that I made. Yeah. After the Homer show, Jordy comes up to me. He's like, I'm not having that March Madness. I asked him why. He's like, this is why. The no call with Thaddeus, or the D call with Thaddeus.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of argued my case. He said, hey, let's squash it there. You're not working. I'm like, you're the boss. That's fine. Give me a call next time then.
Okay. How is your relationship with Jordy and the higher ups at 225?
I would say it's pretty good. It's pretty
Okay.
good. Like, Jordy knows that, I have trained and I do have aspirations to be an in-ring competitor, but I think he's looking for me. He doesn't want what happened to him to happen to me. So he wants me to stay exclusively as a ref, I believe. I don't want to put too many words into his mouth,
Yeah, and no, you're safe by you. I mean, that's a good assumption. Well, Eddie, I mean, I want to be the first to say I think you do a great job at reffing. I didn't see what happened at Super Gold. I did not know anything about that until I saw the footage. I didn't realize it was this big of an issue until Thaddeus brought it up.
Neither did I.
I figured if it had been a big issue, it had already been brought up. Now, I say that he has posted the video, but he didn't really. I mean, it wasn't like, oh man, Eddie, you screwed me over. Da, da, da. It was just like, hey, I never was eliminated. Okay, all right, I see your point. Let me ask you this: do you think that Thaddeus should be the next contender for Corey Constantine's title because of that?
Ooh. I'll be honest. I'll put it this way. Who has he beaten? Who's he beaten? He's calling out Wild Thing, I understand, but he's calling out the referee. He's calling out DJ Cyprian. he doesn't have, he's not focused. You know, he doesn't
Right.
have the focus he needs to move up to the top. You know,
Mhm.
beat a few guys, get in there, prove yourself, then earn the title match.
I mean, I don't. Has Thaddeus actually had a singles match, like not the gauntlet style? I think that was the closest to singles he's had,
At
and
Pro
that was
Wrestling,
a,
25, I
yeah.
don't think so. Not yet.
And okay, and let me ask you another thing. You've been around. You've been around Pro Wrestling 225 how long now?
2 years.
2 years. Okay, so you've seen more than what I've seen at 225. Wild Thing. I don't know if you caught this. Not he accused Wild Thing of being a cheater.
Yeah.
That Wild Thing hit him with I didn't see it. Hit him with a foreign object as he was getting into the ring. I don't know if you were reffing that. No, you weren't reffing that match because that was March Madness. So no, you wasn't there. I don't know who was. Uh, have you seen that footage? I mean,
No,
of
I
that
haven't.
match? Well, okay. I was there live. I've halfway seen the footage, halfway not. I've been busy. I don't think he had anything. Of all your years of reffing Wild Things matches, which I'm sure you've reffed a couple, have you ever
Right.
seen the man cheat?
No, not once.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. So I
Just,
guess we can kind of rest on that then.
he's gonna stand up.
That's
He doesn't doesn't look like the type of guy that's gonna cheat to win. He's out there
no,
to fight.
exactly to prove a point. So that's another thing. It's kind of like Thaddeus, and like I said, as far as an athlete, I think he's got it. I'm pretty sure he's got what it takes. He's just all over the place right now. And I'm sure I'm going to get a whole lot of crap from him after he sees this. More than likely, yeah. Well, I tried to explain to him because at the time I didn't even realize you had training. And when I called you little, I didn't mean like little bitty guy. I'm 6'1".
Hey man, I'm 5'5.5", 5'6" on a good day. I understand. I understand.
Yeah. But I tried to talk some sense into the man. I was like, look, dude, I said this would be like you. I'm 43 years old. I've never trained in wrestling. I've never trained as a ref or anything. I said this would be almost kind of like you come and attack me. I'm like, what's the point? What's the point in it? I'm not trained. At the time, I didn't think you were trained. I'm like, so what's the point? He seemed to be happy about that. But I think he might have another thing coming if he tries to do this. Hey, I'm gonna get you while you're pumping gas or while you're reffing a match because you have been trained.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not gonna watch my back. I'm not worried about it. He can do what he wants, but I'm gonna fight back. I don't quit. I'm gonna give it to him if it happens. You know,
Uh,
win, lose, or draw, it doesn't matter. You know, he's gonna get my best no matter what.
yep. Hopefully, it don't come to that. Hopefully, he comes to his senses and realize. I mean, look, if I'm able to work with Michael White sometimes, I mean, I'm sure everybody's seen videos of me and him talking while I'm holding the camera because we're doing some stuff for 225, or whenever we had to go out and promote for one of the shows, we had to work together. If I can work with him, Thaddeus should be able to work with anybody because God knows me and White are not two peas in a pod by no means. Uh, so hopefully I'm gonna say matures in his wrestling life, and realizes, hey, mistakes happen. You just gotta roll with the punches. It's not always sunshine and roses and daisies and all that when it comes to the professional world. Uh, well, Eddie, look, man, I'm not gonna keep you any longer than I have to. I appreciate you so much for agreeing to come on here and kind of
Uh,
give
Having
your.
me.
Oh man, look, anytime. Look, all you gotta do is call me. I'm ready for anybody to come on here. Right now, times. Let me ask you this: while we are in these bad times with the quarantine and stuff, how's you and your family doing with all this?
Pretty well. Well, we're following the rules. Well, I get out and train because I got to stay in shape. I'm a personal trainer. I train my clients, you
Okay.
know, via online, video calls just like this. So,
Okay.
I got to stay in shape. I got to stay in shape for them. I got to motivate them and I got to keep myself motivated.
Right.
Family,
Well,
you know,
wait. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
my family's good. They're well taken care of. I mean, we're just waiting it out like everybody else.
Okay, I got you. I got you. And I hope it stays that way. I am what I do when I'm not. doing stuff like this, I'm in the utility business, so I'm definitely out there, out and about now. All my family is home, but I'm still working. It can be scary out there. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of weird at times. It's definitely not your everyday stuff that we're going through down here, or actually the whole nation's going through, whole world. Uh, yeah, but it was interesting. You mentioned that about being a trainer and all like that. What I'm going to do is what I do for with in all my interviews. I don't know how many of them you've seen. I'm going to give you. I'm going to mute myself. Usually I just walk away, but I'm gonna mute myself this time. Man, I want you to put it out there. What you do, like your training, put it out there. How people can get in touch with you and and be trained and get active while they're stuck inside. I mean, heck, you offer if you do it over Skype, you offer a really good feature for these people to do. God knows I should do it, but I don't see that happening. Uh, so I'm gonna give you that, and then I'll come back on and I'll wrap it up. Is there anything we did not touch on that you would like to touch on before we do this?
No, that's pretty much it. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's
All
it.
right, brother. Well, look, man, I'm gonna mute whenever you get done. Just tell me, hey, unmute your mic, and you take it easy, brother, and you tell these people how they can get in touch with you and get in shape.
All right. So I am one of the personal trainers and assistant manager at over in Endurance Fitness in Vesterhand. So if you're getting bored, you need to get in shape, we offer a monthly of $33 a month to be a part of our online classes. You sign up at our site, and you can enroll in all our weekly classes. We got hit style classes, strength training classes, core classes, yoga classes, you name it. We got great trainers. We want to help you stay in shape, and that's how you can get in contact with me. Good to go.
Guys, $33 a month. That's a steal. I'm sorry. That's a very good deal. I might actually end up getting in touch with you to do something like that because God knows I could do anything. I'm getting old, don't move as good no more. So that yoga sounds pretty interesting for me.
It's pretty good.
Uh, Well, Eddie, like I said again, man, it was a pleasure having you on here. Easy interview with a guy like you. There's no arguing, no me having to try to pull answers out or anything like that. I am very appreciative for that. We can definitely see you hopefully at the next show, whenever it might be. Hopefully, it's sooner than later. Uh,
Hopefully.
we need some wrestling in our lives, I believe. Some good live independent wrestling in Louisiana. It doesn't get any better than that, man. I'm sure you feel the same as I do.
I agree.
Uh, Definitely. Well,
Thank you for having
everybody.
me.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
look, anytime you're more than welcome to come back and stay in touch. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you or your family or all like that. And I'm gonna definitely push it out there about the training. I'm telling you, everybody, if you're sitting at home and you're not able to go to the gym, you you all the gyms are closed. I think even like the Planet Fitness that I have a membership at is closed right now. This is the next best thing. Why I got you real quick? I didn't even ask you this. Do the people that get on the call with you for the physical training? Is that right? Physical training?
Personal training classes, it doesn't
Personal
matter.
training. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Uh, what do they need to have to do it online? Do they need anything special,
Not
like
really.
any weights?
We can use stuff around the house, or we can go do all body weight. I'm the body weight king.
Really? That's
Yep.
even better. Man, I'm definitely gonna make sure people hear about that. I might even cut this little section out if you don't mind, and I might even post it some other places. It's definitely gonna stay in here for sure because it's important. People need to know what they can do right now. That's the Goodspeed Entertainment public announcement for today. We don't get many of them from me, so this is one of them. Eddie, thanks again so much for having you on here. It was great talking with you. You'll be the first one that gets the new. I have a new intro for my whole videos. You'll be the first one that gets that new intro on there. Hopefully, everybody likes it. I like it a little
Awesome.
bit. It passed my kids viewing, so I'm sure that's good. My wife said she likes it, so we'll see. We'll see. But man, like I said again, you take care of yourself out there. Watch your back. Never know where Thaddeus might be. I'm hoping he comes to his senses about that. And keep me posted on how it goes with GM Jordy and the whole being left off this card or that card for working and everything. Next time I see you, hopefully it'll be at a show and it'll be in person. We can shake hands, give a hug, all that good stuff, brother. Look, once again, thank you so much for being on here. I really appreciate it. Guys, as always, you can get me, YouTube, Facebook. Uh, yeah, I still have a Twitter. It's CJ Goodspeed for the Twitter. I forget. I don't really mess with Twitter that much anymore. Definitely, anytime you look at any of the stuff, guys, hit the like button, hit subscribe. It helps us get our content out even more. Always, right now, especially at times like this, support your local businesses, support local artists, support anything local, anybody that's putting out local content. Fortunately for me, I don't do this for a living. They do have people out there that do what I do for a living, and you doing all that stuff helps them. Uh, but still do my stuff too now. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I like still do my stuff now. But uh, once again, this is Eddie Irons, professional referee slash been trained as a wrestler. One of the best refs I've seen at 225 in a while. Him and DJ are definitely outstanding. Come say hey to him at the show next time. Look, Eddie comes out there. I know I've seen him walking around. Y'all can say hey to him. Stop, take a picture, get an autograph. Eddie, you take it easy, guys. I'll see y'all later. Take it easy, guys.